Next, we're switching gears to the topic of children's education. Our next guest is the producer of the documentary American Groomer. It makes the controversial claim that children are being sexualized in U.S. schools. Elena Barber says the issue goes far beyond exposing a few teens to risque literature. Good morning, Elena. Thank you for joining us. I watched your documentary yesterday. In that, you allege and show evidence that children are being exposed to pornographic materials. What have you seen so far?
Well, since I made the film, I've learned even more. What we're seeing is in 50 states, thanks to the American Library Association, the teachers' unions, indoctrinated teachers, the Human Rights Campaign, there are materials being provided to children that have is what I would call, what anybody would call hardcore pornography. We're talking about kink, S&M, instructions on masturbation, teaching children how to take photographs, nude photographs of themselves, but hide identifying marks so they don't get caught. I could go on. I would never jeopardize your show by reading from these things because it would you would lose probably some of your licensing. It is that vulgar, that terrible, and what it is, it's grooming, and it's grooming children to be sexual from birth. I mean, one of the books talks about how everybody masturbates. Infants masturbate, your grandparents masturbate, everybody, and you should look at everybody as a sexual creature.
Now, Elena, as we finish up, President Trump has highlighted what he wants to accomplish with education reform. What would you like to see?
Unfortunately, the immediate things that I need to see with regard to getting the books out, I want to see President Trump more aware of what's happening so that he can help mobilize the people. Because all of this, per Supreme Court case called Island Trees School District versus Pico back in the 80s, says that this has to happen on the local level. These books need to be removed by school boards. And so I need the president aware of it. As far as the quality of the education, there just has to be some way for him to encourage states to start teaching basics like phonics again. I mean, only 40% of our students in America can read at grade level. We're failing them, and we're indoctrinating them, we're grooming them, and we're failing them at every level. And I just want to add, you know, we talk about this Epstein list thing. When you're grooming children for sex and telling them that sex with them and for them is normal, you're setting them up to be abused by somebody like Epstein. All his legwork is done. These kids are primed and ready to be sex trafficked and abused by adults.